I am Venom Walker. In today's episode, we are talking about this. Enjoy. Episode 7 of The Rings of Power, Season 1. Go! And a comment about the opening credits. I love the fact that we've got the black ooze going through it. Signifying Sauron's ways coming into order or Malcolm's. Plus, I love the fact that the symbols in the sand here change, signifying change of where people authorities lie within the show. One, and for two, the fact that over time, Condor gets created from kind of a people numeral, that sort of vibe, and then Grenadier ends up in Greenwood area. Now that's all very interesting. I like the red scenery bit quite good. We just had Mount Doom erupt. I don't know what it was called before it was called Mount Doom. I presume it was called Mountain something, but we never actually know what it was. The Hobbits! I feel like we haven't seen the Hobbits of 42 episodes, which I could be honest, I'm kind of in favour with. I don't know, I feel like the first part of the season was maybe too much about them, and then the middle kind of did ease off at them a bit, and now we're kind of back to them a bit. But as a story note, I find the Hobbits a bit there's never going to be too much going on with them because when we've seen them in Lord of the Rings, they're a bit like June, they're very happy folks, who don't really bother themselves with the wider world. Oh, is that because of the witch we saw in the previous episode that we've only seen a bit of? I think they come back in this way episode. Oh no, Ned's stone giants from the Hobbit. It's quite weird because we only seen them. Now we hear about them twice. Once again, I presume they were under Morgoth's control when he. Wonder when he went, or if they just go to so many. I wonder if they're the same ones. I'm fascinated by the difference between Sauron and this guy. Let's call him a wizard. Not sure what one. A wizard. Like on paper, there's absolutely no difference apart from Sauron's, and then a wizard like not evil, but could be could be evil. I think my point is like with Morgoth, Morgoth was corrupted Sauron way back and made him a lieutenant. However, it would be so good to see almost a what if. What if Sauron met the hobbits or met the elves almost before Malcolm? Would he have been a little bit more like that? Are we evil one, or do our choice make us good or evil? Do we get more exposition around how they were apparently made? They were made by RNA by stone and fire, and the stone within them kind of wants to live forever, be eternal, that kind of. The fire within them wants to doom, and almost the opposite from stone, doom, be quite bright and fade out, which is interesting. I've never quite heard that before. It would be interesting to know upon what the elven people are made from, how they were made. There must be a line Tolkien wrote somewhere. I feel like it would be breathe and air, or something like that. Humans, yeah, maybe fire and, I don't know, fire, more fire, almost. And also the king is, I would say actually the kings are making the best choice, because actually the villains don't know what's further down Earth. It so happens he's at 100% right, and there is a Balrog down there. However, he doesn't know that. But also, if you dig it down deep enough, like there will be something. I know in the Fellowship of the Rings, Gandalf fighting the Balrog. In the books, about the nameless figures that they are somewhere down there. Which I don't know if you know about from legends. So yeah, the king is actually right. However, he is putting doom on the elven people. But not only the elven people, is if the elves are no more, the orcs much more likely because of how powerful the other races are versus dwarves. Who are quite strong. You saw that with the dwarf and the elf doing a little competition in episode whatever that was two, I think. So the dwarves can keep up with elves, but the dwarves need to. So the elves are the most powerful race, at least in its time period, and they probably are stronger. Actually, that's cool because the elves are already thousands of years old. So, like, when is their time? Like, they must know they have a time to go. So, almost, why is it now? Because they still don't know Sauron's actually come back. Like, they still don't know that. They know Adder's a bit of a force to be reckoned with. But other than that, they don't actually know a more bigger bad is coming already now. Elven people would go to war with the dwarves, try and get the girl. I would hope not. The elves should be a bit more wise to go into war. And I think they are, which is why that's not even on, on the table at all. But if it was another race, say it was the humans who needed it, then I think they probably would go with the boy, but the elves are a bit more wise than that. Maybe one or two like outliers would. Like I can see Negonet's father. I don't know where he is in it, but I think he might. Whereas these elves are high elves, so I don't think in it. But yeah, that's a whole different. Where are the elves that we know? Where are they? Negonet's father. Negonet's he might be too young to be in this. I think he is. See, that's interesting because you get to see the effects of Mayfield on the poisonous leaf. How the leaf actually turns it back into being a leaf. So this might reassert to Doran how he needs to actually take action. Because, yeah, the king may have fought, even though we didn't quite see that, but the king may have fought the elven people were just making it up to make weapons. Whereas now, we clearly see it does actually do something, even that tiny amount, but it could actually do quite a lot, that tiny bit of it me through. Just as a side note, and I save to a backstory, maybe this is why people like Negonets are so much more agile in like the and Lord of the Rings. It's the fact that Mithril does actually bring back the Middle Earth, maybe even to a higher point than it was before. Therefore, setting a progression of the light magic even higher. Therefore, when it goes more slowly. That's what I have in my head. I wonder if we will see or hear of the wards or beggars that they find in the Hobbit thing that Frodo has, either being made or like a reference to the makers, because they were made by the elven high elves, which is what she is. I think fighting and commented from a different way of it. Like that sword, I don't think that sword is anything important. I don't think it has a name. But maybe I have to look out for that. Series 2 more than Series 1, but I don't think and Gandalf. Maybe that's a Gandalf sword. Maybe. Oh, so she's completely blind. I totally forgot about that. I presume that that's from way prior bit, but I feel like she gets some sort of sight back. Maybe not in the sense. I think she might become a seer because she had that dream of Numenor being destroyed by water. So maybe by an idol. So I think maybe she become like proper a bit witchy. Maybe she's the witch king. Bit of a stretch, but maybe. But also possible. Like maybe she turns witch powers or sorcery to overcome her ailment. I do hope we get to see more magic baits because in the Lord of the Rings, anyway, we only know of Gandalf the wizards actually using sorcery, whereas it'd be quite nice to see how other people did it. Like, I think I said in another episode that is it the fact that anyone can utter the same words as Gandalf, that wizard that did previous. Can anyone do that? And then become a sorcerer, become a kind of lesser angel, but still able to wield magic, or is it only kind of the select few are able to? Like, how long does it take to master magic? But also, I don't want it to be a magic show, and I can't like it fairly grounded. So we'll see. Yeah, see, that's important because if everyone knows the blind, in two cases, one case it will show weakness for her, but and also two, I think she doesn't want people to know because everyone would scratch to her. Whereas actually, there's far more going on than like one person. With proper like leadership skills, not pointing the cameras, as it were, at yourself or the greater good. A name drop to Greenwood the Great. I've never heard it called the Greenwood of the Great, but Greenwood. Later on, it turned to Mirkwood, but that's where Lady Galadriel. I'm hoping she won't end there for the end of the series. No, I suppose. But I don't know where Galadriel is in the North, only and the nose. On that battlefield, it seems to not be there. Okay, we only see a bit in the Jackson films, but now how long is it? Maybe 10 minutes. So maybe she wasn't there, but like the other end of the battlefield, like, but also maybe she wasn't there at all, and maybe like there was another separate war, like in Greenwood, against some kind of foe. Maybe Sauron was able to get a giant army made of like maybe the Balrog. I don't think it was, but maybe the Balrog, maybe something else. Something a bit like that. So, and that sounds like a very Sauron thing to do in order to divert some of the good forces away from the main battle. Maybe that happened, or maybe she just got injured on the lead up to the fight. Therefore, she had to stay in Greenwood. Was yeah, we don't actually know. Maybe that's something in the books. So I'm not sure where that settlement sounds like Gondor, but I don't think Gondor was the place time period. Or if it was, it would not sure what it was. But I would imagine it's that way. Got the Mordor down here. And then we've got Mirkwood through the middle then. And I would always say Mirkwood is actually the biggest on the map. Like it's right down the middle. And then in kind of the middle of Mirkwood got the mines of Moria. Really rough. I'm not looking at any map, I'm doing it from memory. So it may not be quite right. And then Gondor is, by the time we see it, kind of to the, I think it's to the left of Mirkwood, I think. So maybe a bit higher than. So it sounds a bit like he's talking about Hobbiton. So he made sound a bit like Hobbiton was thing, and then some of them got a bit bored. So they began to wonder. And then by the end of this, things like they're going to end up back when they began. It's a whole different story, actually, because like what made them leave, was there some threat there, or did they simply decide to wander? And they've been wandering around pretty much. I mean, they wander and then stop for a season and then kind of wander back. So I sort of wonder if I wonder if there was a reason, or if they just went, let's go for a wander, see what's out there. But by the end of Ring of Power, we'll end up back there. Maybe they'll find it in ruin, or maybe they'll find it. Like, I wonder if they will find the houses, maybe not how they are at the when we see them in Lord of the Rings, but we might see some sort of dugout about burrow. I wonder. Thank you for watching. If you like what we've seen, don't forget to subscribe.